completely differently. Like, obviously, because it feels threatening.
Another survey says young men don't want what we all think we want. Well, we kind of do, but really, deep down, men want a family. But women think we only care about the paycheck, not the playpen. But we care about both. Andrew Klavan's the host of the Andrew Klavan Show. 21% of young women, Andrew, hate men. How did that happen?
It's pretty simple, you know. It's kind of funny to watch those videos. They're comical, but I seriously believe the feminist-engineered war between men and women, the hostility between men and women, is the central source of unhappiness, especially in young people. It's not the price of housing, it's not the price of food, it's the fact that men and women cannot come together to start to build families. And it's deeply connected to the rise of socialism. Socialism from the very beginning, from Marx and Engels, declared that women had to be gotten out of the home, away from homemaking, away from the role of motherhood at home, if private property was going to be destroyed, and if freedom was going to be destroyed. Homes are the bulwark of freedom. And so now women have kind of lost their purpose. They don't know what they're doing. They're working hard and they're making money, and yet they're totally unhappy. If you looked at those videos, it was the women who were unhappy, and men use them because that's essentially the only role they have left. If they're not going to be homemakers, if they're not going to be committed moms, then the only role they have left is as sex objects and as workers. And that was exactly the way Karl Marx and Engels envisioned it. It was true in the 60s when feminism really took off. Betty Friedan told women that taking care of a home was just the same as being in a Nazi concentration camp. That was a feminine mystique. She said that, people believed it, and they did not believe that women should have that choice. Women have made themselves obsolete. Listen, it's not like a woman can't be a doctor or a corporate CEO. It's that if every female doctor and CEO disappeared, the world would be exactly the same. But if every mom disappeared or every homemaker disappeared, freedom and the country and the population would collapse. And that's essentially what's happening now. And they can be replaced. Now the left is telling them they can be replaced by a man in a wig and a dress. You know, I declare myself a woman. I am a woman. Right. So they've made themselves kind of obsolete as a gender, and no wonder they're unhappy.
So
and no wonder they're angry at men.
How do you dial that back? Because it seems like it's gone dangerously too far, almost like we've lost a whole section of the generation.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what's happening. Nobody's having children. The human race will die out, or at least those people who reproduce will replace those who don't. You have to begin by re-examining the role of motherhood and how central it is. I talk to women all the time who say, I'm just a mom. And I say, you're not just a mom. You're the bulwark of society. You're the most important person in any room. A stay-at-home mom is the most important person in any room because there's no freedom without homes. There's no homes without women and moms. So I think we have to reimagine what it means to be a mom, and also make sure that home industries can come in to motherhood and to homemakers through computers so that women can both have economic power, but also do that central role that women have done through the ages. You can't, you kick nature out the door, it's going to come back in through the window. You cannot eliminate that central role of women and have them remain happy and important and part of society. And so I think we really need to re-engineer what motherhood means.
Yeah, and Andrew, it would help if they heard that message, not from you, with all due respect, but from other women, other happy, successful women. That would go a long way. I think that's the message that needs to be heard, and those are the messengers. Thank you so much. We got to run. Good to have you on as always. Major development.